after a long, hard summer? Is your lawn looking just really raggedy and you're looking for ideas on what you can do to, replace the lawn or fix the lawn? Well, I'm going to show you 15 different ideas on things you can do to replace that lawn. So let's get started. First of all, you could always just replace it with a patio. You can replace most of it with a patio, all different kinds of patio materials, tile. This is a nice brick patio, and you can either shrink the lawn or put in some other plants around the perimeter. Here's a nice paver patio. Even like a smaller modular patio where you just have concrete floating around there is always a nice choice. This one chose to do a really big front yard patio and enclose it for her dogs. With some small planting areas around the perimeter, so it gained a lot of entertaining space. This is a more typical backyard, and again, some planting areas, but mostly entertaining areas. Next, you could cut the lawn in half and just do a nice wood deck. This is a lovely Ipe deck, really beautiful material, kind of works with the furniture they picked, and they built the jacuzzi in. We actually build the deck up to make it a little easier to get into the jacuzzi. Now here's a combination that is both a patio and artificial turf. So let's talk about artificial turf, because after all, that is a common thing people do to replace their grass is with artificial turf. Now, I've already done several videos on this. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on how it's installed and some of the benefits and some of the negatives, but basically artificial turf is going to cost you about $10 to $15 a square foot to install it, but then you have no water use, no maintenance use for about 10 years. And after about 10 years, you do need to reinstall that infill, as you saw in that video. Now, as a side note, number 4 is a putting green. Also artificial turf, obviously, but there's lots of different ways to do putting greens. You can do small ones like you see here that kind of are nestled in with the patio. There's also big elaborate ones like this one, kind of going through the forest with a little sand bunker as well to make it more interesting. Now, a really popular way to replace that dead lawn is with a succulent garden, as you saw in last week's video. And so we did this job actually about a year and a half ago. This is what it's now kind of starting to fill in. The tree is looking fabulous. Have a little dry stream bed. By the way, once the succulent garden's established, the water usage drops way down. Here's this guy's actual water bill, and you can see in the summertime the watering dropped by 75%. It's still a wonderful garden. Here's the wonderful coral aloe in his front yard that we had that hummingbirds love. Now, the other direction you can go is, if you really love water, is turn it into a water feature. You're not going to save really much in the way of water, but you'll definitely save in maintenance and have something really kind of cool to look at. And again, big water feature like you see here, or you can do a small little water feature. This one's actually a pondless water feature, so you don't have quite the same algae issues that you might have with a big one. So water feature is also a fun thing to do with the lawn. Another way to do it is to replace the grass with ornamental grass. Now, ornamental grass only needs to be trimmed once a year, like this beautiful pink muley. This is my favorite ornamental grass. It just looks so great, especially with the sun behind it. But Lomandra is a beautiful ornamental grass as well. Miscanthus, what you see here, is also really nice, especially in an area that gets a little bit of wind and it goes back and forth. Another thing you can do with that dead lawn is convert it into a hummingbird garden. And again, you saw this video about 3 weeks ago. I did a video on how to convert this. So I'm not going to go into all those steps, but converting it into a hummingbird/butterfly garden is also a really wonderful way to have it ecologically friendly and still cut your water bill in half. Here are some of the plants from that previous video that I love to use in hummingbird gardens. Of course, salvias are a wonderful, wonderful choice. I love these kufiyas. Again, things that have tubular flowers are really attractive to hummingbirds. Butterflies are also a wonderful way to introduce some life into the garden. This is, of course, that wonderful butterfly bush. There is a list in the description of all the plants from that previous video that I'll repeat there. But I'm just going to show you a couple in this one. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get more of my garden videos. All right, moving on as we kind of roll through some of these fabulous plants. And again, I think this is my favorite thing to do with the lawn is to convert it to a hummingbird garden. hummingbird butterfly garden because I think these plants are just so gorgeous. And it's a very low maintenance. Most of these plants you trim maybe twice a year. So it's a really nice way that you can kind of, have a beautiful garden. Another thing that people like to do sometimes in a backyard when they have grass is just make a pool. So you don't have to do a giant pool. Here's a nice little pool. This is a 16 by 20 pool, really small. Now that one's obviously a little bit bigger, and we did an elaborate patio. But here's, again, small pool, 10 feet at one end, 20 feet long, really kind of nice way. You can also do a really simple method, ground cover. Now this is Diamondia. I love this plant. It's drought tolerant, can take some foot traffic, not dogs, but some foot traffic. So cover it with some ground cover like this Diamondia. Another one that has been done about 3 or 4 times by yours truly is a bocce ball court. It's kind of a really fun little outdoor activity. Now it doesn't have to be this gigantic. You can also just do it in kind of a small little space like we did in this little backyard here. This one was only about 10 by 20, but still kind of a really fun way to have a lot of friends over. A common thing that people are doing more and more of is replacing that dead lawn with fruit trees. Again, you're not going to save really that much in water, but you're now going to have a wonderful bounty of fruit. And there's a lot of different fruit trees out there. The oranges, the pomegranates, the apples. Here's my pomegranates. I love my pomegranates. But there are a lot of different fruit trees. I always recommend you do semi-dwarfs because those get about 15 feet tall by maybe 15 feet wide. Fig trees are also really fun as well. Another thing you can do with the dead lawn, especially if you have little kids, is do a play structure. You can either do the rubber mulch or you can do the sand. That's kind of a fun thing to do. One more thing just to show you is a vegetable garden. Now this is a really big vegetable garden. They scraped the whole lawn and did a very elaborate vegetable garden, but you can do a small one that kind of fits in with what you have, like you see with this one where we just did the 2 beds that run back and forth. Really fun for tomatoes and squash and all those kind of fun plants that are just so much fun to grow and harvest and put in your thing. And finally, if you have the space, why not go big? Do a sports court. So a couple different examples of a sports court are a volleyball court. This is a full-size sand volleyball court. You can also do a basketball court. Kind of a neat way to use that space. And if you're more the intellectual, just set up a chessboard. Now if you're gonna just redo the grass and make it nicer, make sure to check that irrigation before you resod everything. You want to make sure to put some new irrigation heads in that give a little bit better stream of water and focus it better. So you can, as idea number 16, is just resod it, but make sure that you first of all put that irrigation in properly, resod it, and it's best to not resod in the summertime. You want to wait until the fall when things have cooled off a little bit. And that's it. Those are all my 15 ideas on what to do with a dead lawn. Well, that's all the time we have for today. This is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, saying again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.